Oh, come on.
Hey, Mike is looking for a second date update this morning. After all these years, people still need second date updates, and we're going to help them out. Hi, Mike.
Hey, good to talk to you.
Good to talk to you. It says here you went on a date with Sandra. There was a brief recap, but if you could fill in some of the blanks here and start from the beginning for the benefit of our listeners, that would be great.
Sure. So I met this girl on Tinder, and we had a great time. And let me just start by saying that I never, ever thought I would do this. I mean, I listen to you guys a lot, and I usually cringed for the people on a second date update.
But that when you need it, you need it. I made the comment recently. People like, you go on a date and maybe it doesn't work out. You can tell there's no real chemistry and you're like, all right, whatever. And so you blow it off and you move on with life. But it's the dates where you really think things are clicking. Seemingly to you think there's something happening here. And then you're just kind of surprised when that person ghosts you. And it still to this day surprises me how often that happens. But anyway, you met her on Tinder.
Yeah. So basically we did have a great time. I took it to a grill and then a Reds game, and we drank a lot of beer, and we actually ended up back at her place.
All right, so just a basic date.
Yeah, I stayed the night, and it was excellent. I mean, she was not disappointed. I can assure you that. But, I mean, listen, even outside of that, it was a good time,
But you got along outside of the physical.
Absolutely. Yeah, we got along great. She's really sweet and fun to be around, easy to talk to. We got a lot in common. I just don't know what happened.
So you want this to be more than just a hookup? Like this is someone you actually want to have a relationship with, you think?
Yeah, I mean, listen, at the very least, it went great, and then she ghosted me. So I just want to know why, Okay. And yeah, I mean, if it leads to more, I'm good with that,
And you're okay if it doesn't lead to more?
Well, if it doesn't lead to more, then yeah, I mean, that's fine too. It is what it is. But I just really want to know because it's just driving me crazy not to know what happened.
Okay. But, I mean, you've been blown off before. I mean, I'm sure not very often, but
it's happened.
I mean, it's happened, right? It's happened to all of us.
Everybody's gone through that. Yeah, sure. I mean, but, listen, so when I left her place in the morning, I kissed her goodbye, I told her an amazing time, couldn't wait to see her again, and she gave me this big old smile. So it didn't feel that way, It felt like we really had a connection, and then nothing. She hasn't gotten back to me.
Fair enough. We'll take a break. When we come back, we're going to call her up, and we'll see what Sandra. Is it Sandra or Sandra? Sandra. We'll see what Sandra really thought of Mike and her date with him. The whole experience from beginning to end. Coming up as we continue. Jeff and Jenn, Cincinnati's Q102. All right, it's pretty basic, straightforward date. These two met on Tinder, met up at Holy Grail, went to a Reds game, obviously hit it off after meeting for the first time. And after a whole lot of beers, Mike went back to her place.
You got that right.
Okay. Mike is feeling pretty good about his performance, saying that when he left, she was happy, right?
Yeah, I left her with a big smile,
Okay. Mike tried to reach out. Sandra is giving him the blow off. There's been no communication, or there's been a little bit of communication, or
totally ghosted. There's been nothing, and I don't get it.
Nothing at all. So Mike would like to know why, because look, if it's not meant to be, like Mike said, it's not meant to be, but he felt like there was something there. And when it goes in a completely different direction than what you were expecting, you kind of want to know why. That's sort of the foundation of second date update. So we're going to call her up and see what's up.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You got it. Let's do it.
Hello?
Hi, Sandra.
This is Sandra. Who's calling?
Hi, Sandra. It's Jeff and Jenn at Q102. How are you this morning?
Jeff and Jenn.
What's happening?
Are you actually calling me right now? I'm dead that you're calling me.
We're here. Tim's here.
Morning.
Hello.
I'm so glad you picked up because we talked to a friend of yours this morning. I guess you guys, this is going, don't you? Because you listen to our show. You know exactly what this is, right?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, no.
Okay. No, it's fine. I mean, you know us. If you listen to our show, we're not here to judge you. We're not going to dog you. We just want to know what happened there with Mike. You met him on Tinder, And we understand you guys hung out on the grill for a while before hitting the Reds game, and then he may or may not have come back to your place, and that was the last he heard of you.
I cannot believe he called you.
He did, but like I said, the whole premise of Second Date Update is if someone thinks that there's real chemistry there and then they never hear from the person, they can leave someone. I could see how that'd be a little confusing because you start questioning your self-awareness and what did I miss? And, he thought you two were vibing, so what happened there? You got someone else waiting in the wings? You got some other action going on? Or did Mike do or say something that he's completely oblivious to?
Okay, so I'm going to tell you what happened.
Okay.
Listen, I did really think that we had a really good time. There's just this weird thing that he does that it's just something I don't think I'm going to be able to get past.
What? What is this like a Seinfeld thing where all the characters on the show couldn't hold down a relationship because there was always one stupid thing that bugged him and it was always kind of dumb? Is this one of those things?
It's definitely along those lines. Yeah, it's definitely something like that.
So this is more of a Sandra thing than it is a Mike thing.
It might be a Mike thing that I don't know if I'm necessarily the only one that's not going to like that. So he refers to himself in the third person, and he does it. I'm not trying to be vulgar here, but he does it a lot during sex.
Oh,
Mike loves it when you do that.
Yeah, he's like, ooh, Mikey loves that. Like, ooh, Mikey wants that one more time. Ooh, Mikey likes it. I was just like, I could not handle that. Like over and over and over again. Like, ooh, Mikey I'm like, God.
So Mikey
sorry, Mike.
Was he referring to a specific, was it a name that he had given him, that one part of himself, or was it just in general?
I didn't think about that being the name of his, but either way, like, if you want that to be the name, don't pick your own name, Like,
oh, that's funny. No, but we're assuming he was talking about himself in the third person, like, I guess, right?
I'm pretty sure.
Are you willing to talk to him? Because we got to ask him about this. We have him on the other line. Mike?
Listen, come on. Like, I didn't do it that much. Maybe once or twice.
You're referencing yourself, not your body part, right, Mike?
Well, it's me, yeah. Mikey likes this. Mikey likes that.
I'm here to tell you, you never uttered the word I once. Not once. Not a single time.
Not even at the game or drinking beers?
No, I mean, I don't think I would have gone home with this guy if he did it the whole time. Like, right. I didn't notice anything until we got to bed, and then it was the third person, and it was like, oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
It was so distracting.
That's so funny. Mike, do you even realize you do it?
It's like a habit, It comes out, and when things are happening. So I can't really explain it, guys. I don't know.
Okay. I mean, I'm just asking because if this is something that he's now been made aware of, I don't know if this is something I assume is something he could control if he wanted to. I mean, if you guys got along and there's chemistry there and you had a good time and it was just this one thing, is this something, Sandra, you could get past if you guys were willing to go out a second time?
Like, the thing is, I just feel like even if he stopped saying it the whole entire time, all I'd be thinking is, I wonder if Mikey likes this,
Well, that could be funny.
Not be.
Oh, man. Well,
listen. Mikey don't like you that.
No, listen. If you're willing to go out with Mike again, we'll pay for it. If you don't want to, I don't want to put you on the spot if you're not up for it. But now that you've made Mike aware of it, Mike says he'll stop doing it if it bugs you. Just want to put that out there.
Listen, if you're all paying, maybe I consider a second date. Just please no third person talk, like, ever again. Not even just for me, just for women as a whole. Don't do that.
For women as a whole, Mike.
Sandra, I'm going to turn a new leaf for you. Okay, I'll stop that stuff.
I love it.
Sounds good.
All right. I'll set up all the details with Mike. You'll be hearing from him again soon. And Sandra, thanks for being a fan, for listening to Second Date Update, coming on Second Date Update, and best of luck to you both.
Okay. Thank you so much.
All right. If you need a little help with a Second Date Update, Jen suggests that you send us an email at jeffandjen@wkrq.com.
Oh, Jeff thinks that's a good idea.
Yeah, Jen agrees.
Coming up next, you're